Hi, this is Dr. D.Ivan Young. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to understand. First, you need to understand your personality type. The other thing you need to understand is how not to end up here. That's my last book, Break Up, Don't Break Down, right, by this famous guy. I really like this author, by the way. Here's what's happening. You have a relationship that's about to fly south on you, and you're wondering, how in the hell did I wind up where I am right now in this moment, feeling as horrible as I do? Most relationships aren't the result of someone planning to fail. People simply fail to plan. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Be right back. You know, some of the things that we find ourselves confronted with as we deal with relationships have much more to do with how we perceive things more than how others perceive us. One of the most critical steps that you're going to have to take is understanding not only what it is that you want from other people, but what is it about you that you're not ready to give up? Are you ready to lose that weight? Are you ready to work on your credit? Are you ready to change your attitude? Are you ready to become more permeable to the suggestions of other people? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, is creating that laundry list that's going to help you become the person that you need to be, so when and if Mr. or Mrs. Right shows up in your life, you won't run them the hell off. So let's talk about that real quick. It is very important that you take the time to write down, not do it in your head, but take a pen, or a tablet or whatever, that smartphone, and make a serious list about the things in your life that you need to pay some close attention to. You heard me mention at the beginning of this video, so a few surface things, but as fast as I can say them, it takes you a hell of a lot longer to do them. And it is true, some things are easier said than done, but let's get to talking and you're going to get to doing. First thing, take an inventory. What is really wrong in your life? What is it that you need to fix? Do you need to start looking at your credit? And that's right, pull your credit reports from TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. And as you pull those reports, and you look and you see, okay, I need to get this off. I need to pay this bill. I need to go and employ a credit services company. That's the same thing we're going to do with your life. And yes, do pull your credit, because some of you guys can't buy a mosquito a condom, and I was in that same position. But as you get your credit fixed, you're going to start noticing a correlation to how you get your life fixed. Next step, and especially you ladies, you always say, I want a man, I'm looking for a good man. But look at you. If you stand up and pull your clothes off, you can't tell whether you're standing sideways, forward, or backwards, and that means that you may be out of shape. Really take a good look and figure, what is it about my body type that's not working for me? And I'm not saying we need to look like our Hollywood counterparts or what have you, but you do need to look like the best version of you possible. What does that mean? Does that mean you need to get your tummy flat? Does that mean you need to get your butt up, your boobs up? Fellas, if you're running around looking like you're 2 or 3 months pregnant, that might be a problem too. Are you in good cardiovascular health? Can you last? Okay, you want great sex. What good is that? You don't have any endurance and can't get an erection, or you're a woman and you don't have any skills. Start assessing these areas of your life. Another one to pay close attention to is, how much do you know about you? Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? And we're going to talk about that in another series, but I'm just going to touch on that real quick. If you're an extrovert, you talk too damn much. And if you're an introvert, you want people to read your minds. Do you make decisions based on logic, or do you make it based on feelings? Because if you're totally logical, people feel like your ass is insensitive as hell. And if you're all about how you feel, people think that you have no common sense. Another thing, how are you about handling circumstances when it comes to conflict? Do you avoid? Do you accommodate? Do you compete? Do you compromise? Or do you collaborate? Here's some examples to consider. If you avoid conflict, all you do is end up resenting other people. If you're always accommodating people, that means that your needs are never getting addressed. If you compromise all the time, that sounds like it's really good, but nobody ever gets what they want. And then when you compete, are you ever really listening? And the biggest one, collaboration. Sounds great. That is, if you have all the truth. These are just a few little tidbits of things that you must consider when you start dating, when you consider taking a relationship that's going from friends with benefits to something more serious, or when you ended a relationship, did you stop and assess, is this what made that last relationship I had fly south? Well, tell you what, I think that's about my 2 minutes, but I'm going to come back doing these tips with you about one time a week. And hopefully, if you have questions about this stuff, you can pick up a phone and call. And hell no, it's not free if you become a client, but you can reach out to us at 877-508-2025. That's 877-508-2025. And anywhere on social media, just type in Dr. D.Ivan, spelled just like Ivan, Young. And if you put .org, that's the website, DrDIvanYoung.org. Or on any social media platform, Dr. D.Ivan Young. Anyway, I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.